Question: DS. When a positive integer n is divided by 14, what is the remainder? Condition 1. The remainder is 2 when n is divided by 9. Condition 2. The remainder is 5 when n is divided by 6. Solution. Let us solve this DS question using the variable approach. When we are dealing with remainder questions in general, there are two methods we can follow. The first method is the direct substitution of numbers. Direct substitution. Find the first overlapping number and add the least common multiple of the divisors to that number. Remainder questions and DS questions, shortcut. When the divisor in the original condition is a factor of the divisor in the condition, that condition is sufficient. Let's apply 3 steps of variable approach. Let us follow the first step of the variable approach by modifying and rechecking the original condition and the question. We are required to find the remainder when a positive integer n is divided by 14. Now we have to find the value of n first. Follow the second and the third steps. From the original condition we have one variable, n. To match the number of variables with the number of equations, we need one equation. Since conditions 1 and 2 will provide one equation each, D would most likely be the answer. Recall 3 principles and choose D as the most likely answer. Let us take a look at each condition. Condition 1 tells us that when n is divided by 9, the remainder is 2. Thus, n equals 9 times k plus 2, and therefore the different values of n are 2, 11, 20, etc. In each case, the remainder will be different when divided by 14. The remainders are 2, 11, 6, etc., respectively. Thus, this condition has no unique answer, and this condition is not sufficient by CMT2, which states the number of answers must be 1. Condition 2 tells us that when n is divided by 6, the remainder is 5. Thus, n equals 6 times x plus 5, and therefore the different values of n are 5, 11, 17, etc. When 5, or 11, or 17 are divided by 14, the remainder will be 5, or 11, or 3, respectively. Thus, this condition has no unique answer, and this condition is not sufficient by CMT2, which states that the number of answers must be 1. Combining both conditions 1 and 2, we have to find the first overlapping number, which is 11. Since the least common multiple of 9 and 6 is 18, the next overlapping number will be 11 plus LCM 9, 6 equals 11 plus 18, which equals 29. And the next would be 29 plus 18 equals 47. Now, when 11, 29, 47 are divided by 14, the remainder is 11, 1, 5, respectively. Thus, both condition 1 and condition 2 together have no unique answer, and both conditions combined are not sufficient by using the variable approach and direct substitution, and by CMT2, which states the number of answers. Now, let us look at another way to solve this question. The divisor in the original condition is 14, and the divisor in condition 1 is 9. Since the divisor 14 in the original condition is not a factor of the divisor 9 in condition 1 is not sufficient. Also, the divisor 14 in the original condition is not a factor of the divisor 6 in condition 2, so condition 2 is also not sufficient. The divisor 14 in the original condition is also not a factor of the least common multiple 18 of divisors 9 and 6 in both conditions 1 and 2 together, so conditions 1 and 2 combined are not sufficient. Memorize how to solve this type of question. In particular, be sure to memorize the shortcut that is explained above. It is a great way to find the answer very quickly. Conditions 1 and 2 together are not sufficient. Thus, E is the correct answer. Answer, E.